Okay, looking on all properties of the lights, let's see how important to create a scenery. So what I'm going to do, it is just create a few trees. And you know what, doesn't matter, we'll just select even same trees type. We'll go place them. And we can see with our lights, if we can achieve kind of nice looking. So I'm even just go create and copy same trees. Okay, right here. Okay, next I'm going to take my camera, kind of point on the middle. This is very simple effect. We'll take a ground, and you know what, let's change our ground to something green effect. So at this point, if we're going and render our scenery, okay, you notice it's nothing very special, but by playing with the lights in order to learn, it can bring much more interesting to this scenery. First, I'm going to atmosphere editor in light, and I'm going to set global radius to, in that case. Okay, we'll go take sunlight, and to create dramatic effect, we'll move it up front. See right here, it will look on some shadows and glowing it will create it for us. Okay, we can bring maybe even down. Let me see if we have it interesting lighting going. This point right here. Okay, we'll go to atmosphere and we'll go add a little bit more on the aerial perspective. So cut off some effect as well as a density on a ground fog. I'm just want smooth little bit on this line right here. Okay, next with light sources, I want to go create light point right here, readjusting slightly. So we'll go from the side here, take another one, move point this way. And what we're going to do, it is, you see how sharp on these two lights, we can select both of them. In this case, if we apply changes, as long as the same, they apply to both of them. So I want to increase softness. One, take it power down, and increase fallout. Next, we'll go enable volumetric. So you see it's added kind of this very nice effect. And let's add light gel to this. Until we in editor, we'll go volumetric and enable kind of fog to this. I don't want to use the lens flare for this. We'll use the shadow so they look all same as wanted. Okay, we can go ahead and right here, all objects except objects marked below. So we can disable, and it's object influenced by light except the mark. So ground, I don't want to have that much light on the ground, so we'll click OK. As well, we can just change a little bit color, and I want to make a little bit more sunsetish look. Let's pop up volume a little bit higher so I can preview. And you can see how it starts dissipating. Okay, we'll can take sun and increase softness, so it will add the glowing to the edges. We'll go to atmosphere editor, and as well just a little bit increase glowing right here. See how much it will bring to us. But you can see with the light settings on this, even kind of primitive things, how much we can modify it. Okay, let's go take haze. And increase a little bit more. So you give it us this effect. Click OK. Let's try bring sun a little bit down. Let's add a little bit more sunsetish look, slightly. Okay, and we can go click preview. Okay, the two light sources may be a little bit closer, we can move, but you can see already with Volumetric how much interesting effect we added. Again, this is not even final, but right here we can look. Before, this is a flat image with no lighting, and we start playing with lighting, and we bring already some story inside. So we have this mystery, foggy apply. Again, this is just with adding those two quarter lights and volumetric. So you can see the power when we create it with lights. So let's take one more volumetric light. I want to add a little bit more darker to this effect, and we'll point right here towards. So we have a little bit more interesting lights highlighted these areas. We'll take another one. Again, move it right here. Point towards. Let's add wider. And in this case, we can actually modify each and see if decreasing volume, how much we can bring to this point. Right here, this edge I want to hide, so I want to increase and maybe pop up a little bit more saturation in the color. Okay, we'll increase the softness and a little bit on a spread for this. Okay, so we have a very nice lighting going. Let's go to atmosphere editor, lights, and we'll just adjust a little bit to sunlight and take our ambient light down, as well saturation in the sky. So it should give it us a little bit more colder look. So like right here. And I don't know if I like this colder look, so let me go a little bit more on pastel colors. So a little bit softer here. And on ambient light, just set to desaturated color. So we'll fix a little bit. On the bottom, it will look more sunsetish. Okay, we're gonna also increase kind of on decay a little bit more. Let's add some darker to these areas, kind of more pointing. Okay, I think we're kind of done. So let's go set final for our render. And I'm going to render this image, and I'm going to pause tutorials right now, and we'll come back after render is completed. Just over here you can see our render gets finished. And again, if we even compare the two of this effect right here, okay, this is actually one before, but you can notice how different. Okay, we currently, it's kind of different size, so it's hard to compare, but you can see the difference between sceneries that previously done. Okay, right here, the simple. And after with playing with lighting, we add this softness, smoothness to the light. So it's become more interesting, more character. So working with the lights and adjusting, it's give you this extra feeling to yours, and it's kind of very important. And normally my workflow, what I do, I use it as preset terrain, some materials, set composition, and lights is the last option that I modified, because just with modifying a little bit with the lights, you can change characteristic, and that is give you extra painting so you can modify it. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio. Please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.